Okay, now we are recording.
Hello, welcome Wednesday, 1:30 with Healthy Body, Healthy Business with Alana and Michelle. And so we are thankful that we can meet together and do this. We're so excited that we get to share our experience and our knowledge with you. Today is a great topic. I love this topic. I spent so much time actually doing it. And I think it does wonders. It does wonders for you. So I'm going to throw it over to Alana. I am Michelle Eves, online business coach and blogging expert. I forgot what else. And so I will come in after she talks because she's the woman.
Oh, I'm the woman, eh? Thank you, Michelle. Welcome. And thanks for joining us. And I don't know why oh, well. Okay. We're not, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to talk about visualization a little bit, but I'm Alana Johnson. I'm an internet marketer for 8 years now. I've been working online, self-employed for 20 years before that. So that kind of puts me up there. I'm a mama. I'm a single mama. And that's my pride and joy is my kids and why I get up every morning to do this grind and start to feel the breakthroughs and, enjoy them. So, and this is just such a wonderful topic, Michelle, because this is where it all started. And I can honestly say, I didn't know anything about visualization until I started with my first company many moons ago. And I'm not going to mention it, but the owner of the company would do this visualization. And I think, what a nut bar to do this. How is this going to work? How is this going to make any difference from my mindset? But first of all, I want to tell you, I had a really crappy mindset. I had stinking thinking all the way. I came from a background of living with an alcoholism, drug abuse. But at the same token, I was raised in a good middle class family, which had so many skeletons in the closet that I couldn't even imagine to get through, to be honest with myself, first of all, to take ownership for myself and take ownership for, the other people that are in my life that are almost toxic for me. And it all started with visualization. And that was huge when I first, I learned about it. And I'm just going to go through these really quick 4 steps which is the first 4 steps I was introduced to 8 years ago. And like I said, it's changed my life. Okay, step number 1 is frequency. Okay, the number of times you see a goal that's being achieved, and you can just look at the goal you want to set. You set your goal, and you haven't achieved it yet. You don't know how you're going to get it, but you're going to get it. So you just want to visualize what that feels like, what that is going to do for you, what you're going to do for your family, the changes they're going to make for you. So you want to paint a really good, solid mental image of the goal. Number 2 is duration. The length of time you can hold this mental image in your mind. And you maybe can only hold it for 10 seconds or 20 seconds the first time, but once you get there, I do it for a half an hour a day in the morning, half an hour at night. I do my visualization, and I just picture what my life is going to be like once I really reach my goals. And I'm not talking about all monetary, because it's not monetary. It's what my family life is going to look like, what I'm going to impact the life of my team with, the life of my friends, or whoever I come in contact with, how I can make a difference. And that's what it's all about. So you want to start slowly, but as the belief grows, the likelihood of realizing the goal is going to grow, and it's going to get stronger. Okay. Vividness. Number 3, vividness. Make sure your goal is very vivid in your mind. You have it set up in within your mind, how clear you can see it, how strong you can see it, that you can almost feel it. And that's so huge, that you have to feel it. You have to live it. You haven't got it yet, but you're going to get it. Just know that. So number 4 is intensity. The amount of the emotion you attach to your goal. Is that not big? That's huge. You want to make sure that your mental image is strong enough to go past every obstacle. And you're going to have obstacles. Michelle and I have had obstacles. We've had so many days, I'm sure Michelle can attest to that we want to quit. We want to just throw in the towel and think, screw it, it's not worth it. But you know what? If you've painted a strong enough picture in your mind for the goals you want to achieve, you're gonna fight through it. And if your emotions are strong enough, you're going to realize your goal. Okay. Eventually you're going to get your goal. Okay. I have a couple quick points I want to make sure. Write down your goals until you put it on paper. And this is funny because we decided on this topic a couple days ago, and I was listening to podcast this morning, and about goals. And write down your goals, because you're not going to get your goals until they're on the paper. But the other thing that they said is to send it to your friend or your significant other. And that's something I had never thought of, because that's going to make you more accountable. Like, I have my accountable coach that I have to account to every week. And I'll tell you, I cannot, and I've told her that about a month ago. I thought, I had a really bad week. I didn't do a lot. And I thought, I'm going to tell her, I'm going to tell her I did this stuff. I couldn't do it because the whole idea is to be accountable. And if you're not going to be honest with yourself, you're not going to be honest with anyone. So, okay, write down your goals, send them on to Michelle. You might get some points or goals from me. Put a time frame. If you want your month goal, you have your 3-month goal, you have your 6-month goal, your year, your 5 years. Write them all down, because then if you see them in black and white, it's going to be more impactful for you. Um, and as I said, I do this in the morning. I visualize in the morning and at night. I'll take a half hour. I just have the room quiet. It's sometimes I have a little soft music playing in the background. Usually not. It's just a quiet room because I have two kids. One is 7 years old. I enjoy my peace and quiet. So, but it's important to take some time in the morning and at night for yourself to get your goals, get them down, visualize them, see where you're going, and feel how great it's going to feel once you realize them. That's the biggest thing. Okay, visualization will bring you so close to your goals, or it's going to bring you really bad things. So you have to be careful what you wish for, what you hope for, what your goal is. It's like a double-edged sword, eh? It can bite you, or it can work for you. So I want you to make sure you're working for you. You're working on getting your goals. I don't know how many times in the past that I could see bad things happening to me even before they happened. And I have to think now, how much of it did I bring on myself? And I'm not ever, ever, ever going to do that again. And that comes from, if you have a family that's kind of, my mother is wonderful. She's, always been the glasses half full, but my father was the glasses half empty, or the black glasses bone dry, like always looking for the worst in every situation. So I've really had to come to terms with my mindset and getting my mindset in the right place. And I think visualization has been a big, big part of it. Okay. I'm going to pass that back on to you, Michelle, because
Oh my gosh. You want to talk about somebody with a bad mindset. I was your father.
Oh no.
I was the most pessimistic person that anybody had ever met, literally. I would sit and visualize any possible worst case scenario so that whatever did happen wasn't so bad. Okay. So that was me. That was me up until 3 years ago. It was crazy. And my life showed, I attracted all that stuff to me. I attracted the worst case scenario in everything. And I'm not, if you know me, I am not exaggerating that, but, something changes when you join a business, especially a network marketing business. They are huge on personal development. And a lot of us, and me included, it took me until last year to actually sit down and read something, because I still was like, no, I'm not going to read that. Personal development is, we think it's woo-woo. This visualization stuff, it's woo-woo. We don't need to do it. It's crazy. I just want to grow a business. Why do I have to do any of that stuff? Yeah. And it's so true, because if you sit and you think about the bad stuff, you think about what could happen, you think about, not the positive stuff, that's your mindset. And that's what you're going to bring into your business, or not bring into your business, as the case. So when I started visualization, it was real hard for me in the beginning, but I would sit there and I would visualize and I would imagine where I wanted to live. I want to live on the lake in a mountain area. And I actually went and I found online, I searched because I wanted to have a name, a place to put to it. And it's Lake Havasu in Arizona. And it's the exact spot. There's mountains right there. It's a lake. It's beautiful. It's on the Colorado River. And so I would sit there and I would imagine myself there. and imagine myself on the boat and how peaceful it would be. And I would smell the water, and I would feel the wind on my face, and I would see my cabin that I want to have. I want to build a cabin, and then I want to have a smaller cabin studio next to it. And I would see this stuff, and I would feel it, and I would smell it, and then I would take that and I would put it towards business. And I would be like, I am the leader, and I would have all of these people, this huge team that I would talk to and inspire. And, when you do stuff like that, your brain starts to believe that it's happened or it's happening. It's funny, but your brain can't decipher between whether it has happened or it hasn't happened yet. When you put that emotion, when you put that sight and sound and feel and smell and just everything, when you put it all in there, your brain literally can't decipher. Yeah. So it's funny that all of a sudden, after doing this for months, I woke up one day and I was like, I am the leader.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I wasn't then, but I felt like, man, I am the leader.
Yeah.
And I stepped into that role. And it's funny how just things flow from that. Yeah. Visualization is a huge, huge part of everybody's success in this industry and in other industries. Did you know that athletes for decades have been using visualization?
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me give you an example that I give a lot, and because I love it. Michael Phelps, the swimmer, when he was a child, he had ADHD, and his mom was going through a divorce, and she just wanted him out of her hair. So she would send him off and, go somewhere. And so he would go to the pool, and he was afraid to get his face in the pool, in the water. And so he got used to swimming, and eventually they got his coach. And his coach was big on visualization. So he would start telling Michael, visualize what you want. And so Michael would sit there and all the time visualize getting to the Olympics, visualize getting that gold. He would visualize winning every race. He would see it. He would feel it. He would smell it. He would hear it. He would hear the audience. And then he would visualize what would happen if this happened. Like if he was swimming in a race or competition and his suit ripped, what would he do? Or if his goggles broke, what would he do? And don't you know, that happened. That happened to him in one of the Olympic competitions. His goggles failed. And he was swimming blind, but he knew exactly what to do because he visualized it hundreds of thousands of times before.
Yeah.
But his body, his brain had that memory that he had created through visualization to fall back on, and he still won the gold.
Yeah. Some goosebumps.
I know, because huge.
Yeah. We can talk about the business all we want. We can talk about funnels. We can talk about capture pages and opt-in pages, but it's the personal development that gets me going, which to me, I would rather have a team of 100 people that are positive, are willing to learn, willing to go out there, willing to do what they want to do, or 50 people that know the ins and outs of the business. Fine, that's great. You can learn the business. You can learn that. Personal development is the question's always out there. What's more important, the personal development or the business setup aside of it? To me, personal development. Because until I picked up my first book, it actually, I'll tell you, when I first exposed to it was, oh gosh, probably 4 years ago, 5 years, no, more than that, because I think my ex-husband was still around, so 8 years ago. Um, I watched The Shift with Wayne Dyer. And by the end of that, have you seen it yet?
No.
Okay, get it. Watch it tonight. It's on YouTube. I'll put a link again on my wall, because by the end of that movie, I had tears streaming down my face. And I said to my mom, I said, this is it. This is it. I just had a shift myself. It was called The Shift. But there's a shift in my thinking, in my belief, and my, whole body have believed in something bigger than myself. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's what visualization's all about, because that's bigger than yourself, because you're dreaming, your goals are bigger than you can imagine, is what you're aiming for. Yeah. So anyway, I will put that in a link on there.
Good. Good.
You have
now
to,
I want to watch it.
You have to watch it, and you have to tell me, because and I've watched it 100 times since. I absolutely love that movie. And the other one is I'm Not Your Guru by Tony Robbins. I watched that. Have you ever seen that one?
No, but it's in my queue for Netflix.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I've watched that 4 times. It's so funny, because I have a friend that watch this movie, and I've watched a few movies in the last few weeks that I normally wouldn't have watched, and I've enjoyed them, and it's so giving me back. I'm getting past the personal development. It's great, but I still have that 2 hours of kind of senseless, mindless, but I still go back to my personal development, because it's changed my life. Yeah, it's changed my life.
Well, most people, if you walk down the street and you look at people, you just look at their faces, and we've just stopped dreaming. We've all stopped dreaming, and so visualization and goals and having a dream. What do you want? I don't know what I want, because we stopped dreaming so long ago.
Yeah.
And so this is something that you can really develop, that dream again, that you can sit and you can dream it and you can feel it, and your brain won't know the difference if you really, really do it.
And what a legacy to leave your kids and your grandchildren, to give them the chance to dream again. My kids, my oldest son is 19, and he's the most, he's very much like you, but he's Asperger's, so everything's black and white. But he's getting to the point now where he can dream again. And my youngest son, I get such a kick out of him, because he's going to be a YouTuber. And I have no doubt that's going to be his job, is a YouTuber, And that's fine with me. It's, you do what you want to do in life. Life is way too short. And so many years I lost myself. And I don't, I was always Glenn's wife, or I was Zach's mom. But if someone asked me, what do I like to do? I didn't know. I like to go to a kids movie. Well, not really. I like to go to a stuffy, corporate dinner. Not really. I didn't. But now I'm getting to know me. So that's a pretty awesome feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you are new into business and you're still trying to figure out what do you want? What do you like? What do you want to do? The best thing to start to do is to sit, okay, what do you not want?
Yeah.
What do you not want?
Yeah.
And then take the opposite of that and then start building on that.
Yeah.
Because some of us we don't even know how to find what we want anymore. And so, but we know what we don't want. We certainly know that. So take the opposite of that and build from there.
That's right. That's right.
So the assignment is to, if you're not visualizing, to start to visualize at least once a day and just sit quietly and start with 10 minutes. Just start with 10 minutes and start thinking about your future. And you have already attained your goal. You are already living where you want to live, in the place you want to, Lake Havasu or wherever that is for you, and start feeling it. And then start hearing it and smelling it and feeling it. And no, it's not going to come immediately. It might be very difficult at first when you are not used to doing something like that. But the more you do it, the more you can start bringing things into it, and the longer you will be able to do it. And it will change your life.
Yeah. As soon as you get out of your comfort zone, that's when changes start. That's when the magic starts. And it's awesome. I have to say, I have congratulations for you. That is so awesome. Michelle has started a routine in the last week, and not even full bore yet. She's not ready yet, but she's lost 6 pounds. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's 2 more than I lost my first week. I'm a little disappointed. No, that's great. And again, that's for visualization. You can think, I've done that myself too, where I was 220 pounds at my heaviest. Actually, if I had to be honest, it was more 225. But going from 116 pounds to 225 pounds in 2 years, that was huge, literally. But when I first started to lose weight, a girlfriend of mine years ago, she passed away from breast cancer, but she would visualize the chemo going through her body and the cancer cells going through and destroying the cancer cells and that. And I know that's nothing like what she went through, but I would do the same thing. I would visualize, the shakes or whatever, my products going through my body. And, I was cleansing my body for the first time in years. And I was feeling so good, but not really. Because I was cleansing my body, but the visualization was there, that I was seeing the progress I was making. I was seeing what I was going to look like, and 10 pounds lighter at first, and then 20 pounds later, and now I've lost 70 pounds, but I still have 25 to go. But it starts with visualization. So it can go for anything. Like I said, monetary, your team, you want to build a team, you weight gain, whatever. So, yeah. So congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I just want to say, we have a webinar. We're not doing it, but there's a webinar we can invite people to, a Zoom, and it's a product-based webinar we're involved in. One of the things we're involved in. But if you can attend tomorrow, it will give you free membership, is a big thing. You get your monthly membership free paid for, and then that gives you 35% off on your products. So good deal had by all. Another thing I want to point out, I don't know if you saw it. Did you watch the Dr. Oz show last week?
No.
Oh, we were on there.
What?
Our product was reviewed, and it had an excellent review. I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
I meant to ask you about it. Yeah, I meant to keep asking. So I'll send that to you. But we're on the Dr. Oz, and that's the second time he's been in there, but he's promoted or endorsed the product both times, saying that it's a good product. Yeah. The only gripe they had was the price, but the person was paying full retail, and of course we have the membership free membership that you get 35% off, so that brings the price way down.
Mm-hmm.
I find that my groceries bill, I don't know about yours, but mine has gone down way lower.
Yeah.
And because it's not just myself that's not eating the junk food. My kids aren't eating junk food. Mine, they never did a lot, but it was mom. So if you're interested, get in touch with Michelle or I. We'll pass the link on to you. And do you have anything else to say? I'll talk to.
No, just definitely just sit and try it. I mean, what's it going to hurt you? It can only help you, right?
Yeah. I love your assignment today. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do it. Yeah, I do it. But I'm going to try it in the afternoon even. Just take 10 minutes. And thank you. I was blocking my.
Okay, now you're fine.
I was blocking my microphone. You gotta love working at home. We have a blast. We do. We have a blast. Like, life is great, Where else can you work and have your jammies on, or
Exactly.
I could have left my jammy bottoms on. Who would know?
Yep. That's right. That's right.
I guess that's we're going on the webinar tonight. There's a webinar tonight, but the Zoom tomorrow, we're inviting anyone that is interested in learning about the product and what we're up to. And the product is awesome, but the business opportunity is awesome, very good. And but it's funny because we were watching something the other day. It's most people, what was the percent? Did they give a percent?
Not quite sure what you're.
It was signing up for a product rather than the business offer.
It was like 90-95%.
It's crazy. And these were business builders.
Mm-hmm.
But I was the same way. I had my own business, but I got on the product and I fell in love with it right away. So that kind of took care of that. We're also we're on a team. An amazing woman. She's a multiple seven-figure business builder, millionaire maker, and she's helped us so much every step in the way. Eh?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Have a great afternoon.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. And we'll talk to you next. Oh, we're going to change it to Thursday. Do you want to make the big announcement?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Thursdays at 1:30. Same time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same time. Thursday. Just the days work better for me anyway. I don't know about Michelle. And Yeah. Closer to the weekend. Then we have
Yeah,
one day.
that's right.
Yeah, it's awesome to spend that time with you and Michelle and get to, this is a subject that really touches my heart. And it's made all the difference. So, goodbye for everyone to everyone.
Have a good week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.